as just like somebody that isn't quite sure, like when off-brand Moby sings to your kid, it's never like a great. It's not a good thing. But like when he's singing like a dirge to your kid, it's like that's like the beginning of some like horror movie. Alright, how's everybody doing? I always start with like that for some fucking reason. New stuff! New stuff! Yeah! Good for us. I know it's hard to tell from my thick Scandinavian accent, but I'm African. Yeah.
Oh shit!
But yeah, by plane, not by boat. Like, it's like, in both instances, it really depends on who you know. Otherwise, it's a whole fucking hassle. But yeah, like I'm East African. I come from a small country called Eritrea. Yeah, Google it. You know I don't Google it. There's nothing. People don't say good stuff about us. Like we don't make good comedians. Yeah. But yeah, being African, you know, it's got its perks. Like when people yell at me, like "Go back to Africa," I can take that however I want. like on the one hand, that's racist as fuck. But on the other hand, I should probably visit my grandpa. He is just sitting around waiting for people to yell racist things at me so I can visit him. The last time I saw my grandpa, so much time had passed, he was actually missing a finger. And it's crazy. So the crazy thing about my grandfather is, other than his finger, is not a great thing you want to say about somebody. He doesn't speak a lick of English, but because, you know, he experienced colonialism and I experienced a language credit, we both speak Italian. Yeah. So when I see that he's missing a finger, I look at him and I go, "Baba, cosa successo il tuo dito?" Which is essentially just like, "What happened to your finger?" And he goes, Aron, which is like my African name. Just don't make it a big deal. I'm like chosen, it's whatever. He goes, "Aron, a beam got me." And that's all he said! A beam got me, that's all! And I'm like fucking terrified. I'm like, what? So I asked my aunt, like, what happened to his finger? And he said a beam got him. She's like, no, a beam didn't get him. It was those goddamn jelly beans.
What?
Yeah, that's right. In Italian, that's cosa. Anyway, so essentially what happened was, the last time I saw my grandfather, I ended up bringing him a suit, and I bought my cousins jelly beans. And to save on packing, I put the jelly beans in the pockets of the suit. My grandfather gets them, sees all this, and it just immediately assumes that the jelly beans are for him. So for like a fucking year, he's just been walking around our village wearing a suit and eating jelly beans. And he, like some well-to-do pedophile or Willy Wonka, he's just been walking around all suave, like eating jelly beans. And people keep coming up to him like, "Oh, Akbel," this is my grandfather's name. "Akbel, can I have a jelly bean?" He's like, "No, my grandson got me these." And he's just been making enemies ever since. So one day he's like building an addition to his house, and this beam falls on his hand, like right on the finger. And he's like screaming in pain, and he sees his neighbor, Zagai, the shepherd, and he goes, Zagai, I need you to save me! And Zagai goes, "I'll do it for jelly beans." And my grandfather goes, "No! My grandson got me these." So Zagai, like the craziest person, like honestly, he's like the 5th craziest person in all of Africa. He just leaves, and my grandfather is still screaming for him. He's like, Tsugai! 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 And what my grandfather doesn't know is that for some reason, Tsugai has named one of his goats after him. So he's just yelling this name. And this goat shows up. This goat comes along, smells the jelly beans, and just starts eating at them through the soup. And like a fucking superhero, my grandfather goes, "No! My grandson got me these!" So he takes a fucking knife and cuts his finger off! Yeah! He punched that goat in the face. Yeah! Yeah! Here's the thing about that story though. I ate that goat. It was delicious. And that's how my grandfather lost his finger. Holy fuck. My name's Aron Woldeslassie. Thank you so much.